This, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get down. Welcome in to a little show we like to call Coach and Company. You see it behind me. We are live every single weekday on the Stadium Network and everywhere the stadium is. Prime Video, DirecTV, YouTube TV, LG, Vizio. Bottom line, we are available in over 100 million homes. If you miss any of the show, you catch us on demand at our Coach and Company YouTube page. You choose, like Kimberly, to watch on YouTube right now on your way in. Please hit that like button. It really helps the show grow. Now, we are getting ever so much closer to college football and NFL football, and it cannot come a moment too soon. Because right now, even when we get X's, because we never run from a day, we just can't seem to get over the hump right now. And I'll deal with Mark in a second. He's the only one that did not. Well, I guess Charles didn't either, but Charles hit his premium pick, so get him one back. All right. So as you guys know, we have many, many shows coming out of BTT Studios. Tonight, it is Wednesday. Tonight, it is the Coach and Bro Show at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, if you're an early riser, it repeats on Thursday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. We also have a second episode of the week that we do live on Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And do not forget, for all of you pro wrestling fans out there, I have a brand new radio show on SiriusXM every single day, 2 to 4 Eastern Time. It's called Off the Ropes with the Coach. And you will have a ton of fun. Channel 156, the brand new Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. All right, housekeeping is done. I'm ready to have a good time. On a day, sometimes when your energy is a little bit lower, I need you guys to pick me up. Oh, and I need them to pick me up. The company, they're ready to come in. Let's let them. It's time to beat the books. Oh, and today, look at this motley crew. Now, we're going to start right to the left of me. And I could have swore that I was reading an article yesterday talking about how Caleb Williams, the Bears want to have him complete 70% of his passes. And I could have swore the byline said Mikey P. Mikey P, good morning. Is that true?
It is true. Training camp is officially underway for the Bears today. That's why I'm wearing my Tough as Nails Caleb Williams shirt. I will have my fingernails painted on this show in support of Caleb Williams. So we are getting 100% satisfaction out of 70% completion percentage this year.
Let me tell you a little something. No, you won't. You bring that to this show. You're out, son. You're out. Big Tommy's got friends. One phone call. Over.
Yep.
Now, speaking of Big Tommy, he is our resident Northeasterner, our resident Italiano. And on Wednesdays, when he brings it on Rant Wednesday, just get out of his way. Please welcome from the last word, and also right here, Coaching Company, Big Tommy C. Big Tommy, good morning, sir.
What's happening, fellas? Good morning, Coach. It's also opening training camp for the New York Giants, and they already put Andrew Thomas on the PUP list.
Already did one. We're on the PUP. How is he injured at this point?
Did he just with the PUP beds? I think they're keeping him out so he doesn't get hurt. I read that. I'm like, are you kidding me? Today is opening
carrying his
day.
TV into the dorm room, and he stubbed his toe. Yeah. What are we doing?
He tripped over a spare rib. I don't know.
Oh, geez. All right, and finally, he is the only 5-star chef in the game. Seabass, what's good?
Oh, nothing's good today, Coach. Fighting a little under the weather, but we're here showing up because that's what I do. Just show up, make things happen.
Yeah, I mean, but anyway,
yeah.
So you're all right. Now I'm going to need your help as always because we have a little competition that we call the prize fight. You're aware of it, Seabass? Yes. It happens on Tuesday between young Peyton and Soupy, and has become kind of a Wednesday tradition. Can't even talk today. That the person who wins said prize fight will trash talk the other one. And so I have not seen this yet. We're all going to watch this together. So producer man, cut one, roll tape.
Well, this is Soupy handing you the L. See you next week.
Oh, hey guys. Oh wait, you guys thought I was going to... No. Not 2 in a row. It's Sloopy. It's Sloopy. Come on now. Mark, what do we call this? Tuesday. Next week it is.
Oh my
Was
God.
watching.
What,
the goal?
Seabass, what do you think, Seabass?
Oh man, I thought it was great with the lead in with Sloopy, and then the cut to Peyton. The too much laughing, but what I watched there. But I guess Peyton won this week. But he said 2 in a row. Didn't Soupy win last week?
Yeah, they've kind of been doing the whole ping pong teeter-totter thing right now. One
Right.
win one week, the other one's the next. Yeah.
Yeah, where did the 2 come from? I had to say 2 in a
No,
row.
he said you didn't think it was going to be 2 weeks in a row, did you?
I got okay. See,
Yeah, you have to be listening. Tommy, your thoughts on the trash talk from King Lettuce?
The kid's a babyface assassin. He's a natural, dude. He's a natural, man. He could be a great heel in WWE, man, like Mr. Perfect or something like, or even like you, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you, Tommy. I did a little something. All right, King Lettuce, if you're up and watching out here on the West Coast, first of all, why? Second of all, top shelf. All right, now, gentlemen, even you over there in your Bears gear, we have not had a winning day this entire week, and it's really starting to piss me off. So I need to have a laser focus, and I need for us to really, really batten the hatches. Today's got to be the day. So, Mikey P, you told me you wanted all the smoke. All right? You get to go first. Best bets today. Go.
I am starting with the Cincinnati Reds team total over 4.5. They're taking on the Washington Nationals, and Mike Soroka, who has given up a combined 57 runs in his last 6 starts to help people out like Soupy. That's nearly 10 runs every start in his last 6 starts. The Cincinnati Reds have a dynamic offense led by Ellie De La Cruz, and I like them over 4.5. And sticking in the NL Central, I am taking Pete Crow Armstrong of the Chicago Cubs to have 2 or more total bases. He has 58 hits in day games. 26 have been extra base hits. Again, math, that's over 50%.
Very nicely done. Good start by you. Like, a good, strong 2 plays. Now, I'm going to step in because Big Chuck, it does not sit well with him, gentlemen, that he had an X yesterday and he wanted a bounce back day today. So Big Chuck has 2 big plays that he sent to me. We start Champions League qualifiers, those 2 classic battlers, rivals, Braun and Salzburg. We're going to go, can't even say with a straight face, over 2.75. Braun home matches have averaged 3 total goals, plus Braun are in the middle of their season. Salzburg is basically in their preseason. It's a whole big thing. So we're going to go Braun first half team total. We think they'll be ready to go over a half. They have 6 first half goals in their last 6 matches. Big Chuck, thank you very much. All right, Big Tommy, I can always count on you for 1 play.
1 play, brother, and we're back on track, Coach. I'm jumping to the Marlins and the Padres. Yes, I'm taking the Marlins money line plus 118. And you say, hey, Big Tommy C, do you have a fun fact for the Marlins? Oh, yes, I do. The Marlins have won each of their last 6 games as underdogs against NL West teams, and they beat the Padres last night. Book it, brother. That energy enough?
It's energy. I'm a cross right now between laughing and a tear coming down just this one cheek right here. The fact that you had a fun fact to the Marlins and the Padres.
That's
what
right.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Who have you become? Who have you become?
I don't know.
I absolutely love it. All right, Mikey P, solid. Big Tommy, solid. Coach and Chuck, solid. All right, Seabass, I left you last for a reason. Let's come through strong. You're up.
All right, well, we'll stay in baseball, Coach. We're going to start with the hottest team in baseball, the Chicago White Sox. We're going to take them to go over 1.5 total runs in the first 5 innings of this game. They've done this in 9 of their last 10, 11 of 14 versus Tampa Bay. They're going up against Taj Bradley today. He's got a 4.9 ERA at home, and he's allowed over 1.5 in 4 of his last 5 home starts. So I like the White Sox over 1.5 first 5 innings. And then we'll switch it over to the WNBA. Kylia Cooper today, over 1.5 made 3-pointers. She's done this in 8 of her last 10 games. She's playing Atlanta, who's 6th in opponent made 3-pointers, and she's done it 4 times against the Atlanta Dream. So Kylia Cooper over 1.5 made 3s.
I've got this gut feeling that your rant today will be on the WNBA. Just a gut.
Maybe, possibly.
Maybe.
Possibly.
All right. So look who's decided, gentlemen, to join the party. Apparently, he is allergic to green check marks because yesterday, what are you shaking your head for? I'm just reporting the facts there, Mark. Mr. Mark. So you went 0 for 2 in your round the diamond. Please tell me the JTS play of the day at least hit yesterday.
Oh, that's automatic at this point, Coach. It's in fact, it would be a surprising day when it doesn't hit.
So is that a yes?
It did hit yesterday, yes.
Okay. So why don't we right now? Why don't we stick with that? Because I think you're getting out over your skis just a little bit with these extra plays, if you know what I mean. All right. What is the JTS play of the day today?
We got a little synergy going there with the 5-star chef. We're going to go with Kalia Cooper of the Phoenix Mercury, and we're going to take her to go over 20 points in rebounds tonight. She has cleared this in her last 4 games, but more importantly, she's dominated Atlanta, where she's done it in all 6 of the games she's faced them, combining for almost 32 points and boards. Love this. It's a pure matchup hammer. Then we're going to head to Citizens Park, where JT Realmuto is heating up. We just need 1 hit from the Phillies catcher tonight. He's cashed this in 12 of his last 14, where he's averaging almost 1.5 hits over that stretch. Put them both together for a plus 103. Just Stat Sports play of the day.
Did you say a pure matchup hammer?
It's a pure hammer matchup.
Oh, okay. QR code on the screen. Use our code BTT30. I'm going to give you 30 days for free. You can check out the entire site, the cappers, the algorithms, the models, as they like to call it. Not that kind. You know what I'm talking about. But we want you to be a part of what we are doing. Mark and his team doing a phenomenal job over there at JTS. Mikey P, have you ever heard of a pure matchup hammer?
No, I haven't. And I also haven't heard someone use their birthday as an excuse to have a bad day. So
who used their birthday as an excuse to have a bad day?
That guy. Wait, I can't. I failed.
Me? You're pointing at me.
No, that guy. No, that guy down there. That guy. There we go.
Did he not just point at me?
I did.
That is so gutsy. Hey, Mike, it's nice. It's been nice knowing you. He's all done.
Cameras are.
We can play thumbs up, thumbs down right freaking now. I did nothing. Oh my God, Mikey! I come to you. I put it on a silver platter, and you throw your boy under the bus.
Wow.
I failed.
Wow! Saying the man who runs this brand, making excuses. Don't take my stuff, Mark. Don't take my stuff. That's gimmick infringement, huh, Big Tommy? You can't take my gimmick.
I can't deal with that. No.
Tommy, what do you make of Mikey P throw me under the bus? I mean, I don't even know how to react right now.
I don't think he knows which way is up or down, man. He just
pointed
no.
To
you. I think
he knew. He knew which way was this way.
He knew which way was this way.
Mikey, yeah, he knew. He knew. Yeah, Seabass, should we keep him on for the rest of the show?
Oh yeah, keep him on because we might get some more good content here. But cameras can be tricky. It's like a mirror thing. Sometimes you don't know. You're like,
I know.
But I mean, up and down is pretty easy though, Mike. I mean, all you had to do is go down. At least you would have got close if I point at me.
When you're as tall as Mikey P, everything's up.
Wow.
Well, it's about time, Mark. I've only been on the
show. Wow. Okay. We're going to put a pin in it. Still to come about 20 minutes from right now. It is the Ravens as our NFL preseason content continues. They got some big-time games. We're going to break down all of them. Also, it is Wednesday. That means rants, and more rants. Where are my guys going today? We'll tell you on the other side. It is Coach and Company right now with 5 people. We'll see how long that lasts. Live stadium.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. Emotion.
John Cena, I have watched you ever since I was a kid. And now I'm going to make sure that belt you hold, I will make sure I get it. I will surpass you and become the next world champion. There is no stopping me on here. I will work. I will push through every obstacle that gets in my way.
There you go.
There we go, Thaddeus. You see, man, you don't need to write nothing out and rehearse it and memorize it.
No.
You got to go from in here, man. You got to go from in here. That was.
Now you can watch the entire episode of the Coach and Bro Show tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Time on the Stadium Network, iPad, computer, TV. We are everywhere. Then, if you're an early riser, it repeats Thursday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. You see the logos on the screen. All of those places. We have a good time. We educate and entertain. If you want to be on the show, like on video, go to our social. You just saw the full screen right there. You can be a part of it. Just like Thaddeus Cole. He was 14 years old. He has a dream of being a WWE superstar. That dream started right here on the coach. Wouldn't it be cool if in like 10 years he's in the WWE or AEW and we can go back to that video? We started his rise. Just a youngster, just 14, kind of like Mikey P. Same type of thing. Build him up. You feel me, Mikey P? I feel like you're kind of like Thaddeus. Feel good story.
Yeah, all right. Are you talking like in relation to age or just trying to be a feel-good story?
Feel good story. Why do you always think that I'm talking trash? I have your back. Unlike these other guys, you're very skeptical right now. I'm nothing if not professional.
I'm getting
you're very hesitant. You're very hesitant.
Oh, great. Yeah.
That's what good heels do. You just never know which way I'm going. We're back live in seconds. All right, when you are in the middle of July, and we are at July 23rd, where all of the 32 NFL teams have now reported for training camp, that is day number one. To get us closer to what I like to call Shangri-La, our bread and butter, the football season. Alas, though, in about 12 minutes, or let's say 15 minutes, we will continue to break down our preseason coverage because we still have several days to go. And sometimes you have a day where you just need to get something off your chest. Just let it out. Rant, if you will. Here at Coach and Company, in honor of our fallen friend, Howie Schwab, every Wednesday, indeed, is an F day.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first F day today. Welcome to the first F day. Pardon me.
I kid you not. I just joined this new service. It's called Alignable, and they give you suggestions on if your business, your LLC, should connect with other businesses that are in your network, kind of like LinkedIn, right? I kid you not, this morning, it will send you emails on people you should connect with. Guess who the person was that my phone told me I should connect with today on the email this morning? Howie Schwab. Howie Schwab. It said you should. It was the weirdest thing in the world.
Wow.
Weirdest thing in the world. It happened. I kind of got chills when I looked at my phone. I was like, I would love to connect with Howie. A little difficult right now, but would love to connect with him. Mikey, did you ever meet Howie Schwab?
I did not. But even your phone knows that today's an F day.
Facts. All right. For those of you who are new to our little brand, and I know there's many of you because I see the numbers every single day and it's growing by the show, this is where my guys are, within reason, allowed to go off however they see fit, just to let something off their chest that is bugging them just a little bit. So, Tommy, I'm going to start with you. They're in the middle because in New York right now, there may not be a bigger Yankees fan than the man I'm staring at on the screen right now. However, as I look at the standings, Tommy, you are 3 games back in the American League East. In the wild card, however, you are the number 1 team. But when you're a 27, 28-time World Series champion, wild card just is not enough. So, Tommy C., I ask you the question, what are you ranting on today?
You know, Coach, I've been a Yankee fan a long time, and this is going out to my buddy Aaron Boone. Dude, are you kidding me? Do you know you're in the largest media market, and when you do your post-game show every night, and you sit there and tell us that Anthony Volpe is an elite shortstop? Who are you kidding? You are kidding yourself. He cost us the game on Monday night. The kid last night made another error. He can't even reach first base. It is a joke. He has Peraza at third base. Combined, these two guys are probably batting at like 250. This is the biggest series of the year for the Yankees so far with the Blue Jays. And what does he do Monday night? He sits one of the hottest hitters on the Yankees in Corey Bellinger. Are you kidding me, Aaron Boone? Wake up, dude. Wake up and smell the coffee. Win a friggin' series, please.
Please, Tommy, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. What are they doing? What are they doing? I just don't get
I
it.
didn't say that.
Right,
Seabass?
The
Seabass was waiting. It's like playing double dutch. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
Seabass, did I do it?
He did not. He did not.
You did
Thank
not
you,
do
sir.
it.
Mikey, did I do it?
thought you were.
I did not.
I thought you were, Tommy. I thought you were.
There's
All
a
right.
spot
Well
in
done. Yeah. I owe you $1. I owe you $1. All right. Now, I mentioned training camp has started for all the teams. Mikey P, I know you're about to get real busy. And like all of the classic journalists out there, you wear the gear of the team that you write for. Makes a lot of sense. Mikey P, I ask you this very simple question. What are you ranting on today?
I'm ranting on the entire NFL, and I understand content is king, but I am so sick of people who will watch training camp box scores and go, I can't believe our quarterback threw 5 interceptions. It's practice. It's literally in the name, training camp. It's there for a reason, to get through the issues over the summer so you're better come the regular season. And do not get me started on contract holdouts and negotiations and pup list. September 4th. That is what matters most. Now, the Cincinnati Bengals, I don't know what they're doing with their contract negotiations, but when players show up September 4th, that is all that matters. Stop investing your heart and soul on July 23rd about what your team or your organization or what player isn't showing up. September 4th is all that matters.
Would have been if his better half would have popped her head in the door right there and been like, can you keep it down? Why are you I would have died. I would have absolutely died. Can I get her number, by the way? I'd love to set that because that would be hilarious. She pop her head in, shut it. Maybe that would be you,
bingo
Steve.
card you asking for the number, but all right. Sure.
I didn't have it on my bingo card either. It just got to happen. Or Seabass, your wife could pop her head in to tell you no chance.
He's 4 floors up. She's not coming down here.
Wow, did you see that flex, guys? Not 1 floor up. 3, 4 floors up. Quite the flex, sir. Quite the flex. All right.
I'm in the dungeon. I don't know if it is or not. But yeah.
Whenever there is a good story coming out of the WNBA, I can always count on my boy Seabass to find the 8 different ways that it makes a lot of sense to pump up the WNBA. So today on this Rant Wednesday, Seabass, I ask you one very simple question. What are you ranting on today?
We're ranting on the WNBA, of course, and the players. Maybe not the players. Maybe I'm on the side of the players. I'm still trying to figure that out. But if you watch the All-Star game, they all showed up in shirts that said, pay us what you owe us. I think that was Rihanna who said something along those lines. But yes, it is time to pay these ladies. Do they get equal share of what the men make? No, we're not asking them to pay them $100 million contracts, but they're taking a new media rights deal that is going to be over $2 billion. They currently get 9% of the revenue on their current TV deal, whereas NBA players are at 50% range. You can bump that up a little bit. They are in an era where we are actually talking about them almost daily. You've got a great group of core players in there who are going to take the league into that next step. They deserve some more money. So let's not go on strike. If you go on strike, you're going to lose all the momentum that you have built up so far with these new players and the new roles that is making the WNBA exciting and people want to watch. I want to watch. I never watched women's basketball until last year. So get it going, get the deal done. Do not go on strike and ruin what you've built.
If they settle for 20 to 25%, I think they could get something done.
Agreed.
But if they want 50%, then you're taking it to a world where now they're losing money again. And you can't do that. But at over $200 million per year, they do deserve more than that 9%. So hopefully they don't do that, because
there's a clause in there that they can renegotiate after 3 years, which is good. Get a number that works for everybody to start. Let's see where we've gone. What have we done in those 3 years?
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. All right. Good job, Seabass. Good job. All right, gentlemen, it is now my turn. And when Woj, who was the preeminent NBA Adam Schefter, when he decided to retire from ESPN, and they brought in the youngster, the young pup. And this is not about Shams. Very cool name, by the way. It's about understanding in this day and age what exactly breaking news really is. What am I talking about? Well, the other day, ESPN.com, breaking news. Lakers signed star. I couldn't control myself. What star are the Lakers going to get? What's the third guy to go with Luka and LeBron James? And alas, it was that megastar that I didn't even know was still in the league in Marcus Smart. And then the follow-up article, oh, how are the fans going to treat him? Because he was a Boston Celtic. And he was even asked about that by the local media during his introductory press conference for Marcus Smart. And he goes, he was laughing at the question. And then he answered it politely. He's like, yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, I know I'm going to be coming into enemy territory. No, Marcus, because you're Marcus Smart. And nobody knew you were still playing basketball. He's 49 years old. Not really, but it feels like he's 49 years old. So my point is, Shams, know what breaking news is. Know what breaking news is not. Mikey P, is Marcus Smart worth a breaking news? What is that?
Marcus Smart bobblehead.
Oh my God. The bobblehead from 2021?
It's him in Memphis. Marcus Smart is a star, and I am disgusted by his decision to sign with the Los Angeles Lakers. So disgusted, Coach. He's off my shelf.
You just threw Marcus Smart off your shelf?
I just threw Marcus Smart off my shelf.
Tommy, you're a Celtics fan.
Yeah.
Is Marcus Smart worth a breaking news article?
Not one iota. Wait till he starts throwing threes up and he start hitting the backboard. And the Celtics couldn't wait to get rid of him. Are you kidding me? He's a little bit of a cancer on the team also. And he just bangs threes all over the place and he keeps hitting the rim and everything. No star in my book, buddy.
Seabass, your thoughts?
I'm with you, Coach. Marcus, not so smart. Yeah. That's a crazy, like, you look at some of the other moves that players, like the Clippers, like, look at the Clippers and what they've put together. And this was the big story for the Lakers, Marcus Smart.
But by the way, I did see one of those, those streamers that do the video where they're on the top and then the video will be on the bottom. I wish I knew how to do it. I don't know how to do it. But one of those guys I see a lot of my algorithm was talking about the Clippers and basically said they're the AARP of the NBA because all of their guys are like 37 or older. Yeah, Chris Paul is 21. Yeah, they're all. You got James. I mean, they've got a lot of big names.
They do. You're right. It reminds me of like the Redskins back in the day. They would just sign everybody who was past their prime for a deal just to bring in a big name and pay them.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. All right, gentlemen, we are halfway home. I love the rants today. Absolutely loved them. On the other side, our NFL preseason content continues. We're looking at the big games for the Baltimore Ravens today. It's Coaching Company, as always, live right here on Stadium.
What is a dimmer box? A dimmer box is a rugged portable speaker. It's a vault to hold all your things, keep them dry and safe, and it's a charger. You're looking at 40 hours of playtime. So we charge this thing maybe once a week when we're traveling and adventuring. There's volume controls on the outside of the box here, so you can turn it up and down. If you have your phone inside there charging, it's nice and safe and dry. All right, so we're gonna hook the Deemer box to our phone. I'm gonna show you some tricks. You just hit the button on the front. You've got the battery gauge here that lets you know how full your battery is. You got a volume here as well. So you just turn it on, go to your Bluetooth, Deemer box DV2, and it says when it's paired. Yep. And so inside the lid, if you're just jamming tunes and you're not around water or anything like that, you can leave this open. But if you're going into a wet or muddy, snowy environment, inside the lid right here is a plug. You undo this plug, it pops out. Put it right in the top right here. Give it a few turns. Turn it on. Now you've got a waterproof speaker box. Now you can play it for the whales. I think there's a use for each individual person. The Deemer box, like this is mine with all my stickers, my things on it. You can kind of make them your own. That's part of the love of them. Like I have a connection with these because it's like a good belt or like a good pair of boots. You can cater your lifestyle to your Deemer box, but there's no other speaker that charges your things and holds all your stuff, keeps it dry and safe. That's what sets this apart. So I'd recommend y'all trying a Deemer box and bring it because it's so much more than a speaker.
And I have my Deemer box right here, and I listen to it all the time, take it to the beach all the time. It's amazing. 40 hours on the charge. You go to deemerbox.com, use the code COACH10 for 10% off. We're back live in 5 seconds. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Coach Company. We're halfway home here on a beautiful Wednesday, end of July, getting closer and closer to college football, closer and closer to the NFL as well. 10:32 here in the East, 7:32 in the West. Now, we are doing NFL content every single show leading up to September 4th, night number 1. The first 10 days are 5 of the biggest teams from the AFC and the NFC and their big games, where they are looking at the numbers right now, because sports betting's become way more sophisticated, and betting futures and betting games that haven't even happened yet, it's a big, big deal. So today, it's the Baltimore Ravens front and center as we bet the future. All right, 12-5 a year ago, I picked out their biggest games of the year, and these are the 5 that I came up with. They are the second betting favorite. It's the Bills, it's the Ravens, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. We did the Bills and the Chiefs the last 2 days. So, Mikey P, let me start with you, because they're wasting no time, meaning the NFL, in putting the Ravens up against one of the best teams and one of the best quarterbacks in the entire league. Week number 1, Sunday Night Football. Currently, they would be a favorite, and that game is at Buffalo. That surprises me just a little bit. What about you?
Coach, real quick, I just want to say I never have a bone to pick with you, but Week 17, the Packers, when the Bears are on the schedule, Week 8, I'm just saying a bad decision could have been made there. But the Buffalo Bills – I just thought there was a better matchup.
Seabass, he thinks the Bears matchup is better than the Packers, who went to the playoffs the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's a stretch from that one. Yikes. I mean,
Yeah.
ballsy, but oof.
Very ballsy. I'm going to give you one. This one. Please continue. My apologies on ruining your flow.
All right, Week 1 at Buffalo. This game is huge. If you remember last year, the Baltimore Ravens were kind of screwed themselves because Isaiah Likely had too big of a foot. And now they're going back into their nightmarish place where Mark Andrews dropped a game-tying 2-point conversion in the playoffs. I don't know that the ghosts that are haunting the Baltimore Ravens Week 1 will be gone. Buffalo is a Super Bowl favorite for a reason, and I think Lamar Jackson, everyone's so in love with Lamar Jackson, but he's got an aging Derrick Henry. You got an aging DeAndre Hopkins you brought in. It is literally all on Lamar, and eventually the supporting cast has to step up. I think Buffalo takes week 1 easily.
See, that's interesting because we're now in an era where you've got basically 2 Dan Marinos at the same time in Josh Allen and in Lamar Jackson. There's only one quarterback that can win the Super Bowl every single year, and they haven't got one yet, and they've been in the league for a minute. So, Tommy, as we look at this matchup, and now we've seen that the home field is so important. There's only one seed now that gets it. So when you have to play this matchup on week number 1, it can either launch you into the season or, man, it feels like we're 2 games back because we lose a tiebreaker to the Buffalo Bills.
And Coach, I'm amazed that the Ravens are favored in Buffalo because their stadium, man, is homegrown there. They play very well there. You know what? The Ravens made some nice additions. I know he talked about Hopkins, but they added Jair Alexander. Their defense was really shored up really well. And their defense is supposed to be really, really good this year. I see the Ravens doing an upset here. I'm not sure if they're going to cover or not, but I see a big-time upset. This will launch them because they're one of the favorites to go to the Super Bowl. Obviously, the Bills are the favorite. But I think the Ravens are going to be a really, really good team. They re-signed their left tackle, Ronnie Stanley, which we all know is a big-time deal. When you have a left tackle, you need to protect that quarterback, and Jackson needs to be protected. They did some really good things.
Who are you?
Why?
Tommy C.
You just gave me like 6 fun facts on the Ravens. Yeah. My God.
I did my homework.
Damn right you did. I could not be more proud. Look at you right now. Yeah. And he talks a big upset. Well, he means in perception. Because the perception is when you start at home, you should win no matter who you're playing. And that's the Bills, man. And these are all first-place teams. So, as I said the last couple of days, if you guys were not watching, that the way the NFL does their schedule and lays it out, if you're a first-place team, you have to play a first-place schedule the next year, which is what makes Seabass – some of what these teams have done is certainly what Tom Brady did, even more remarkable, because he had to play the Colts and Peyton Manning every single year because they were a first-place team. Well, the Bills and the Ravens are in the same boat. The Chiefs are in the same boat. They win their division every single year. So when you're starting off week 1 like this, and then you still have Miami at home, they're no walkover. And then, excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong team. So you start with the Bills, and then you have Cleveland at home, and then Detroit at home. The Lions are probably the one really good team, Seabass, that has the hardest schedule in the NFC. It seems like they're showing up on every single team's schedule. Really good team.
Yeah, well, you just said it. When you play, when you win or in first place, you have to play a first place schedule. The Lions played very well last year, won their division, had a chance, didn't get it done in the end, but they've got to play that tough schedule. You look at Baltimore's schedule here. In the first 4 weeks, not even just looking at Baltimore, but you look at Baltimore, Buffalo, and Kansas City, the 3 favorites in the AFC. We're going to know by the end of week 4 what needs to be done, which then, if you look ahead to week 13, that Bengals matchup could prove to be very, very important for the Ravens down the road, because who knows what you look at the first 4 weeks here, you take Cleveland, you say, we're going to win that game. That's a circle for a win, right? You look at the other 3, you have a good shot of going 1-3 to start your season, or you could be 3-1, 2-2, who knows? But it's going to set you up for the rest of the season. That's why week 1 is going to be so important for them, because for Baltimore, they have a history of winning in the regular season early, but when it comes time to rematch those teams in the playoffs, they can't get it done. So they've got to have the mindset here. We got to start strong, finish strong, and take it all the way through. I don't want to say it doesn't matter for them to win or lose these games. I think for them mentally, they need to continue that, win those games, and then follow through at the end of the season. So the first 4 weeks can be brutal for them and for those other teams as well, because they have that same similar setup and schedule.
I'll take it even a step further. Tomorrow, our featured team is the Houston Texans. The Ravens play the Texans in week 5, and then they play the Rams in week 6. Both of those teams are playoff teams from a year ago. So 5 of their first 6 games are against playoff teams. Mikey P, if I'm the Ravens and I'm saying to the NFL, you did me no favors. You could have spread these teams out. They chose not to do it. Do they have a beef?
I don't know if they have a beef because this is what the NFL did to the Baltimore Ravens. If you're this good, if you're the second highest odds to go to the Super Bowl, go out there and prove that you're this good because weeks 13, 14, 15, listen, they got the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Bengals. So even the back half of their schedule is sandwiched with tough game after tough game. And when you talk about having Dan Marinos in the NFL and Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, you want to go out and prove something? Go 15-2 like Patrick Mahomes did. I know the Chiefs didn't win the Super Bowl last year. But when you go 15-2, you send a message to the NFL that you are that damn good. And Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have to prove that this year.
Just figure it out. They got to figure it out. And Tommy, if they think that they're going to back their way into the playoffs this year, they finished the season. Thank you once again, NFL. The Ravens in the season, week 17, the game that's on the screen, which right now they would be a 3.5-point favorite. Who knows what it'll be by the time we get there. But then at Pittsburgh on Sunday, January 4th. So the NFL said, not only do you have to earn it in the first 6 weeks, but the end of the season, well, you got to earn it there too.
Yeah, they got to earn it. They have a really good coach in Harbaugh. And here's the other thing: the North games are all tough. I don't care how bad the Steelers are going to be or what they're going to do with our buddy Aaron there, and the Bengals. Their offense is incredible, and they better sign Trey Henderson. But the other thing, Mikey P brought up KC 15-2, but didn't they have like the easiest schedule in the world last year, Coach?
Whoa! No, they had a first place schedule. Continue.
They did.
Continue.
Wow. Okay.
What do you mean, wow?
I thought they had one of the
What do you
easiest
mean,
schedules.
wow?
I thought they had one of the easiest schedules in the NFL.
They've won the AFC West 1,000 years in a row.
Well, of course, because there's nobody there as competition for them. But now they got the Chargers there this year. So now watch out with Harbaugh and the Chargers. Watch out, buddy.
Ooh, spicy.
Wow. You threw that buddy out there like it had a little extra zing on it. You better watch that language here on the show, big boy. That's all I'm saying. Seabass, he brings up a good point because when you play in a difficult division and then, every AFC team has to play one NFC, division and it changes every year. And sometimes it just by luck can give them even more and more of the hard games. And I think the Ravens of the top teams are that team this year that just kind of got screwed. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland, then all of those NFC teams in addition to the Bills and the Chiefs. Do you look at that schedule and kind of think the same thing?
It's brutal, man. It's tough. Yeah, and that's just the way it works out, which is great for the NFL. It's creating the parity that they want so that the same teams, unlike the Chiefs, continue to win. Good for them. But yeah, it's a tough road to have to go down. And one of the other things I'm looking, you gave them Buffalo, you gave them Kansas City, which is great, but those are both on the road for them. They couldn't have split that up and got one at home, one away.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
They've made it very, very difficult for the Ravens.
They really do. That throws an added layer into this whole situation is, you got to play those teams. Oh, but you get the Lions at home. Yeah, you got the Bills and the Chiefs because that's a tiebreaker, the AFC division or the conference record. So it all falls together. So it's going to be interesting. Coming up tomorrow, guys, we're looking at the Texans. And then on Friday, I made an executive decision that we're going to take a look at the Steelers because I feel like they're one of the AFC teams that is getting a lot of attention. They've got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, and we're going to see if Pittsburgh and waiting so long and finally signing T.J. Watt and what their schedule looks like. Because remember, they were not a first-place team, so their schedule is not going to be nearly as difficult as the Ravens, Bills, or Chiefs. All right, still to come here on Coach and Company, a major Division I coach admits to losing the locker room. The reason? You're not going to believe this one. Where have we gone? We'll discuss it next. This is Coach and Company having a great Wednesday. Where else but right here live on the Stadium Network.
Oh, the number of high spots, the action, and blah, blah, blah. That's important, and I can't do a lot of the stuff that, that you see folks do nowadays. I mean, I just can't. It's unbelievable, the athleticism. But at the same point, you also have to have the storytelling, and that's kind of a lost art, especially with the bigger guys. And a lot of bigger guys just aren't getting into WWE, professional wrestling at all anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And you've kind of lost a dimension there. You know, when I first came in, everybody was big. You know, then you started having, you know, smattering of smaller guys. I always had my best matches when it was with the smaller guy, because you could tell the Rocky story then, right? You could just beat them to a pulp, and then they make the comeback, and, you know, the fans are into it, and, you know, and that's kind of gotten lost now, because so many of the big guys, because of what the audience demands, you know, they think it's all about high spots and moving and doing, you know, all stuff. Not saying you shouldn't do that, right? I think you have to show your athleticism, but you also have to know when to do that. And that's where the entertainment part of it comes in. And that's what actually makes that much more impactful. So when you have someone like Gunther who is able to do that, especially in this day and age, that sets him apart from everybody else. And, you know, that's the road to stardom right there. When you can be unique in what you do, you know, that's really cool. And that is something that's missing now, I think.
That is the Big Red Machine, Kane.
Oh,
and you can watch that show every single day, 2 to 4 Eastern. I love doing radio. It's super exciting to have the show Off the Ropes with the Coach. We'll be there today, 2 to 4 Eastern time, as always, channel 156. By the way, years ago, guys, that man right there threw me off a balcony from a mansion in Hollywood to get a shot for a SummerSlam poster. Remember that, Tommy?
Yes,
and I was
I
like
do.
flying through the air like a bird.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A little terrifying. Slightly terrifying.
He's one great guy, and he got the business the right way, man. With that story he just told right there, that's what it's all about, because that's all you see today is nothing but high spots. And if there's no meaning behind it, it means nothing, Coach. He is dead nuts on.
We're back on in 3 seconds. All right, we continue on here on the Stadium Network. This is Coach and Company. I am your leader, the Coach. Now, I need to bring the guys back in because a story came across my phone and my news desk that blew me away. Now, the Big Ten is having their media days in Las Vegas. Makes a lot of sense. However, Mike Locksley, he's the head coach for the Maryland Terrapins. He got up and he was dressing the media, and he said something that shocked me, and it should shock all of you. They were 4-8 last year. They dropped their last 5 games by at least 14 points in every single game. So why did they play so bad? Well, Locksley said he lost the locker room. Why? Because he didn't know how much to pay the young guys and how much to reward the old guys in NIL money with limited resources. He goes, I own the fact that I lost my locker room. He goes, I had to choose between paying young players who were coming in or reward the older players that have been through the fire. 3 bowl wins, and I tried to do both with limited resources, and that's what you get, a locker room with the haves and the have-nots. Seabass, what are we doing?
This is mind-blowing to me. This is what a lot of people were worried about when we started paying college athletes. I get it. They do deserve some of the money, but as a coach, I don't know if I were a coach in that same, how do you diversify? How do you justify giving somebody this much money versus this much because you're a starter, you don't play at all. You've been here for 3 years and didn't get paid before, but now that's a tough spot to be in. And I think they need to figure it out. We've talked about this before. They've got to figure out some way to regulate it. Otherwise, you're going to have these issues. And it's going to be, the SEC is just going to run away with it because they've been doing it for years, paying people. So it's going to be great.
Well, overnight also, another story came down that they made an agreement to keep the collectives, basically. So we thought we would have some managing of the Wild Wild West. That's not going to happen anytime soon. But Mikey P, let me come over to you, because NIL is not paying players to play football. It is paying players that have marketability to be in commercials, and it's not just, hey, you walk in the door, you get paid to play left tackle. And we've completely lost that. And when coaches say stuff like this, that takes us even farther away from what NIL is truly supposed to be.
You know, Coach, that's a great cover-up by Loxley to say he was a bad coach and he can't recruit good players, because I look at UNLV, who lost Matthew Sluka, their quarterback, in the middle of the season. He left and said, I was promised this much money, and then he went off the team. UNLV stuck together as a team, went on to defeat Cal in the Art of LA Bowl to end their season, and there was no excuses there. So for me, talk NIL. Just get better as a head coach.
Well, I mean, that's nice. It's a nice thought, and I hope they can. But, man, these coaches have so much pressure on them to win. And then I had a buddy who coached at Colorado, and he was like, we couldn't compete. In comes Deion Sanders. All of a sudden, NIL money shows up, at least somewhat. Tommy, bring us home on this one. Your thoughts on a Big Ten coach admitting to losing the locker room over money.
Coach, I have one question. Why is this guy coach? And if you say you lose the locker room and you're the head coach and everything, going into this season, my players, I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, do we have confidence in this guy anymore? That's a ridiculous statement. I would have never, ever said that. You keep that to yourself, because now you leave yourself vulnerable beyond belief with all your players. Oh, why did he make this decision? Or why did he do that? Now you start questioning you as a head coach. Terrible move on this part.
And every locker room you walk in, living room that you walk into now, that's going to be the first question that recruit asks. Are you going to pay me as a new kid, or are you going to pay the older guys? What's it going to be, coach? They're going to ask that and not even apologize for it. This is crazy pants. Absolute crazy pants. All right, gentlemen, well done. All right, we need to have a bounce back Wednesday day. So let's not waste any more time. We need to lock it in. All right, 10 seconds or less. I only need one or two nuggets is all that I need. Mikey P, start us off.
Reds team total over 4.5 at a -115. They're taking on Mike Soroka, who's given up 57 runs combined in his last 6 starts. And then I'm going Pete Crow Armstrong of the Chicago Cubs. They have 2 or more total bases. He thrives with extra base hits at home, at day games at a -120. Give me Pete Crow Armstrong, 2 or more total bases.
I'm going to go for Big Chuck. He's sitting in 2 plays today. I have a feeling they're going to be great. Braun, they average 3.3 total goals in their home matches, over 2.75. This is a Champions League qualifier. And then Braun, they're in the middle of their season, so we think they'll come out quickly. First half team total over a half. 6 first half goals in their last 6 matches. Big Tommy, 1 play, go.
I got the Marlins money line plus 118. Another fun fact, 7 of the Marlins' last 8 home games against NL West teams have gone under the totals run line, and that helps them out because the Padres can score a lot of runs.
You need to stop it with your next level capping right now. You're embarrassing everybody else. All right, Seabass, you're up.
Chicago White Sox, first 5 innings, team total over 1.5. They've done this 9 of their last 10 games and 11 of 14 versus the Rays. Taj Bradley's on the mound for Tampa Bay today, and he had been very good at home, almost a 5 earned run average, and he's given up that number in 4 of his last 5 home starts. Head over to the WNBA, Kylie Cooper, over 1.5, made 3-pointers today, 8 of her last 10 games and 4-4 against the Atlanta Dream when hitting that number. And the Dream give up, they're about 6th in the league in opponent 3-pointers made. So over 1.5 threes for Kylie Cooper today.
I absolutely love it. All right, our JTS play of the day. Marquee model is what?
We are also going to piggyback on Kalia Copper of the Phoenix Mercury. We're going to take her to go over 15 points and rebounds tonight. She's cleared this in 4 of her last 4 games. More importantly, she absolutely owns Atlanta, going for an average of 32 combined points and rebounds when she plays them. We're going to pair that with Philadelphia Philly JT Realmuto to get at least 1 hit tonight. He's done this in the last 14 games in 7 of his last 9 home. Put them both together for a plus 103 just Stat Sports play of the day.
All right, the QR code is right there. Use our code BTT30. We're going to give you 30 days for free. Mark, I'll ask you one question as we come back on camera. What the hell was that?
Well, this is Soupy handing you the L. See you next week.
Oh, hey guys. Oh wait, you guys thought I was going? No. 2 in a row. It's Sloopy. It's Sloopy. Come on now. Mark, what do we call this? Tuesday. Next week it is.
Wow. At the same time I was asking you a question, I get ruined my flow by Peyton, and he actually addresses you at the end of it. I don't even know how I feel about this right now. Look at Seabass's face. He's embarrassed for us.
Sloopy.
That is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. That's true.
His best video yet.
That's the best that it'll ever get?
No, that's the best video that Peyton has done up to this point.
Oh. Tommy, what did you think with your thumbs that we use for our graphics? Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, Tommy. Do you guys know we use Tommy's thumbs for thumbs up and thumbs down, the graphic?
I love me some Peyton, Coach. I think that kid's got a star quality about him. He's good on camera. He's got them pearly whites, and he is just burying him every week.
Every week. I mean, I think I need to meet with Sloopy privately. It's almost becoming embarrassing. Even when he wins, he loses.
Mm-hmm.
Like that completely threw me. I thought it was Soupy winning. I really did. I thought he's doing it again. Yeah. That Seabass, can you help out your boy Sloopy?
I sent him some pointers.
Right. Mikey P, what are we doing?
Why are both of them whispering all the time? Can we just stop with the whispering?
Well, Sloopy has a baby, first and foremost, so he has to be quiet. All right, gentlemen, well done today. Producer man, you know what time it is. Give me my one shot. It's now time for all of you to go out into the world. For you to pay it forward, be kind to one another, be honest with each other, and understand this. There's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, damn it, do I love them all. My man Seabass, Big Tommy C and his fun facts. Let's go. Mikey P, Marky Model, producer man, always making the show look like $1 million. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you, so we can win with you. It's what we're all about, even in the dog days. Every single day, it's Coach and Company live right here on Stadium. Have a great day.